Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, also known as Phalai, and welcome to this Let's Play of Baldur's Gate 3. Last episode, we've managed to explore most of the rest of the Underdark, including finding a way that actually leaves the Underdark and heads to where we probably need to go. But before we do that, we need to deal with the Duergar down here, and we need to find a way into this arcane tower. So, and before that even, we need to take a long rest. So we're going to head to the camp. Oh, you're actually here.
It is time.
Yes, I will help, but first, we have to rest. I don't think there's really anything to talk about here. So, you know what? I think I'm going to put the short sword into the bag. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so let's take a long rest here. Ah, yes, the blade.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
And who is she?
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Just who in the nine hells are you?
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart.
Ah. Okay. Get to the point, devil. What do you want?
The point? Oh, yes. Thanks for the reminder.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
Oh dear.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Uh-huh.
And Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
And this is why you don't deal with devils. I think we should probably talk with Will first. Where is he? There's Will. Let's speak with you first. I think we probably should.
God's damn her straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
The Blade of Frontiers has some explaining to do.
I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds, but I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
Let me guess. This pact is what caused the rift between you and your father?
I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mazora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mazora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Anything else you have to say? So how does it feel to be a devil now?
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see?
I see the Blade of Frontiers, no more and no less.
It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again.
You're gonna need a good bard on your side. Maybe a bard who can tell tales of the one cursed by the devils. You should get out of this pact.
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to.
There must be some loophole in the contract that lets you out.
There could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mazora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
We can beat her if we put our worms together.
We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Oh, of course. You still have your free will and everything after all. Okay. Before we speak with Gale, I'm pretty sure we should probably speak with Karlak about this.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
He's a good man. Maybe even the best of us.
You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
Anything else to speak of?
Hey, soldier.
You and Mazora seem to know each other. How?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. She favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
Do you think she'll keep coming after you?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
I can see why you're so keen to escape.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
Alright, change the subject. Alright. Well, it looks like there's other people to talk to here. Shadowheart doesn't seem to have much to say.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you
Nope,
want something?
nothing to say. What do you have to say, though, Astarion?
Looking at something.
How did you know I was here?
The only benefit to a mirror when you have my condition. It doesn't quite make up for the lack of a reflection, mind you.
Do you miss it? Seeing your own face?
Preening in the looking glass. Petty vanity. Of course I miss it. I've never even seen this face. Not since it grew fangs and my eyes turned red.
What color were they before?
I don't know. I can't remember. My face is just some dark shape in my past. Another thing I've lost.
Stare into his eyes, taking in every detail of his face.
What?
I'll be your mirror. What do you want to know?
I want to know what the world sees when it looks at me. What you see.
Your mole definitely grabs my attention. Strong, piercing eyes.
Oh. Go on.
Dangerous smile.
Very good. Now just tell me I'm beautiful and we can call it a day.
Is that all you want? Shallow praise?
Hardly. There's also gold, sex, revenge. Quite the list, really. But failing any of those, I will always settle for shallow praise.
I imagine that was probably a bit of flirting, but I tried to stay away from too much of that. Lae'zel, anything?
Speak.
Nope, nothing. Okay, nothing for Halsin. Already spoken to Will. And now we have Gale.
Even in such fraught times as these, there's peace to be found in the stillness as evening draws in. I used to while away many hours just like these with my companion, though in far comfier surrounds. She preferred it when we were alone, curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the firelight.
Are you talking about your cat?
By a Garon's lost nose! No! Tara is not any cat. She's a Tressum. And given your confusion, I'm guessing you've never met one. They're brilliant creatures. Fine company for any self-respecting wizard.
She'd be proud to see me keeping such fine company. The savior of those poor tieflings, no less. I've given her precious little to be proud of recently. After I was afflicted with my condition, I locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable, wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy, giving up on myself. But Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment.
Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life. She has a good heart. You should recognize the same in your actions here. I'm sure she'd approve of me lending myself to your efforts.
So what's Tara like?
You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you. An unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds. Wish she were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope.
Bad luck on that front. I'm actually a nymph in disguise.
Very funny. But as we all know, nymphs are sticklers when it comes to their bathing routines. You, my friend, haven't been near a fresh spring in a 10-day or more. Not that I don't appreciate your musk. Actually rather like it.
Okay, take it easy.
Well, this seems as good a time as any for me to stop babbling on.
This is an attempt at flirting. You should stop. I'm not interested in that way. It's either that or the statement of being a friend. Yeah. The feeling's mutual. You're a wonderful friend. Though usually more erudite.
Wine is to wit, as meat is to... Oh, can't bloody remember it. There I go then, proving your point. Perhaps we'd better leave it at that. Mine eloquent tongue isn't worthy of your ear at present.
Well, you tried.
Enjoy your evening. Nothing better for the heart than a good night's rest. And mine is gladdened to know I'll have the pleasure of your company again come morning.
Perhaps so. Okay then, I don't think there's really anything else to talk to anyone about at the moment, so let's go ahead and take the long rest. Let's find whatever weighs the most here. I mean, the salamis are actually relatively heavy, so... And anything that's another 4. That is also heavy. Oh wow, that fish is heavy, but let's see. There we go, that'll do. Ah, we're having this dream again. Hello.
I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now. You haven't been using the parasite's power. You think you don't need it.
Correct.
But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places.
Halsin had mentioned... Tell me who you are first.
It's complicated. But I'm an adventurer. Just like you. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite.
Just like you, I seek to be free of it. But to do that, we'll need to think beyond local healers. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun.
And what is the sickness?
The absolute aims are not yet clear to me, but its progress towards domination is clear. These parasites are more than illithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. You witnessed it yourself with Priestess Gut. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you.
And how is it that you protect me?
I have powers of my own. Unique powers. But know that we are alike. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go.
And what is going on over there?
The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
I'm sure I can convince myself to get in without, you know, using these evil illithid powers. Okay, anything else to speak about with anyone?
I've been dreaming of our enigmatic visitor again. She told me our purpose was to take on this cult of the Absolute, to infiltrate its ranks and bring it down from the inside. She even offered me greater powers, the result of some manipulation of the tadpole's psionic abilities. Given the magnitude of what we're up against, I see no harm in considering the benefit this offer might afford us. Could be the only way to reach this source in one piece.
That remains to be seen. I still don't trust this dream visitor's intentions.
I suppose you're right. We still see only a part of the picture, however much our visitor claims to show the full vista of options at our disposal. I can't deny my curiosity, but, as you say, no harm in delaying it, for now at least.
Okay, let's speak with everyone else then. Lae'zel, what do you have to say?
Another dream. Another order from that dubious visitor. It announced that we will find the answers we seek in the Absolute Cultist's lair, and offered another generous gift. A persuasive creature. It tempts us with power, expresses its admiration, its adoration. Avert your eyes whenever it appears, and do not avail yourself of this new power, no matter how alluring.
You've no idea what damage it could do to us. How far into illithid madness it could drag us.
Well, I do think the dream figure was right about following the cultists and we find the source of our tadpoles.
Yes. The one truth that fell out of its cankered lips. There will come a battle. But it will be one with swords, not mind games born of brainworms.
I agree. Most likely, anyway. These dreams linger in my memory. Do you think that strange figure will come back?
It is a certainty. I had assumed our parasites served a Geich elder, but I believe they serve a greater master still.
A greater master? Who or what could that be?
A question that burns in my belly day and night. Elders and collectives abide by their own tenets. It would require a powerful creed to unite them. And now this voice, this creed, finds our own ears. If it reaches this plane, it may reach others.
All right, then. Thank you for the note. I do believe it wishes us to do things for it, and I don't fully trust it, but it's right about where we need to go.
Another visit from the Golden Paladin. It said we'll get the answers we need about the tadpole if we infiltrate the cult.
Then let's do just that.
Indeed.
Simple enough. Alright, Astarion.
I had another visit from that dream figure. I take it you did too. It claims that if we infiltrate the heart of the cult that's giving out these parasites, we'll find the answers we're looking for. It gave me another gift, too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. Rather generous, if you ask me.
You've been taking the gifts. Whatever's at the heart of this cult, we have to find it by any means possible.
And while we're at it, we can see how many more of these little worms we can harvest. Now, was there anything else?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything with the worms. Okay, Shadowheart.
I had another dream. Which, I suppose, means you did as well. Whoever's reaching out to us truly does seem opposed to the Absolute, but wants us to embrace the tadpole. Venture right into the heart of the cult. Perhaps we truly have a secret protector. Or we're walking into a trap.
Nothing else to say there. The only other person we need to speak to is Will up here.
I had another dream last night. The visitor came to me and ordered me to penetrate the heart of the very cult that's spreading the infection. It gave me a tadpole gift too, just like it did the first time it appeared. I suppose it hoped this would help. At first, I thought we should avoid these gifts no matter what advantage we gain. And yet, I can't help recall the words of my father. The best plan is the one that works. These powers could be enough to edge us towards victory.
I'd sooner avoid these powers if we can. I feel like we're being led into a trap.
Then we do well to walk around it. Use these powers sparingly, if you must use them at all.
I've only used them once, and I'm avoiding them as much as I can. Okay, and with that, I am going to end this episode here. It's gone on, quite frankly, long enough. Next episode, back into the Underdark. We're going to make our way towards where we can deal with these, Duergar. That'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Cheswick44, also known as Phalai. That is Ceres, Shadowheart, Astarion, and Gale. This has been a Let's Play of Baldur's Gate 3, and I shall see you all next time.